let's look at special triangles. Alright. Now, again, for the time being, we are looking at only right angle triangles or variants of right angle triangles. So, one which we'll look at here will be a 30, 60, 90 triangle. Another one that we'll be looking at will essentially be nothing but a 45, 45, 90 triangle. Here, let's just worry about ratio of sides. Now, if this is 30, of course, this one will be 60. Now, if your ratio of sides is what you have to keep in mind. If the side opposite 30 degree is 1, then your hypotenuse will be 2 and the base will be root 3, which means your ratio of sides will be 1 root 3 2. This is how I remember. 1 root 3 2. 1 root 3 2. This is how you remember ratio of sides. Again, this that we have here, a 45, 45, 90 will essentially be nothing but what? It will be an isosceles right triangle, which means if the side opposite 45 degree is 1, then the base will also be 1 and the hypotenuse would be root 2, which means your ratio of sides will be 1, 1, root 2. 1, 1, root 2. Okay, that is what your ratio of sides will essentially look like. Again, these two triangles that we have, a 30, 60, 90 and a 45, 45, 90, this is the only thing that we will typically need to handle your trigonometric ratios, okay, for CAT preparation only. Now, what is sine of any angle? Sine of any angle would be equal to opposite upon hypotenuse, which means if you look at 30, what is my sine 30 going to be? Opposite upon hypotenuse, which means my sine 30 becomes 1 by 2. Cos 30. What is cos? Essentially nothing but adjacent upon hypotenuse. So my cos 30 will be what? Root 3 by 2. That is what it will essentially. Anything. Let's say you want to look at tan 60. What is tan? Opposite upon adjacent, which means 60 is here, so it will be root 3 by 1. I want to look at sine 45. What will sine 45 be? Opposite upon hypotenuse or opposite upon hypotenuse, whichever one. So it will be 1 by root 2 tan 45. What is tan 45? Opposite upon adjacent, which will essentially be nothing but 1 by 1, which is 1 itself. So all your trigonometric ratios or normal values that you have to find out will typically come from here itself. Another very specific type of triangle will be your (30, 30, 120) triangle. Now, 30, 30, 120 triangle, which is there. Your 30, 30, 120 triangle, which is there, will essentially be nothing but what? Okay, it will be an isosceles triangle. Now, since it's isosceles, these two sides will be same and the base will essentially be nothing but root 3. So, this is how you remember ratio of sides will be 1, 1, root 3. 1, 1, root 3. That is what your ratio of sides will essentially look like. Now, if you can get it fair enough, otherwise it's not a very difficult interpretation also. This will be something like this. So, I essentially have two 30, 60, 90 triangles. If I have two 30, 60, 90 triangles, this part will be root 3 by 2. This part will also be root 3 by 2. So, it will be 1, 1, root 3. Where is it very helpful? It's very helpful especially in case of a regular hexagon. Okay, what's your regular hexagon? All 6 sides are equal and all 6 angles are also equal to each other. If we check all these diagrams, all of them, all these triangles that we check, okay, all of them are essentially nothing but 30, 30, 120 triangles. In fact, inside also all these triangles that we have, they will also be your 30, 30, 120 triangles. Okay, so this is how you can keep in mind. Another thing is, we will also talk about it in depth later. But while we are doing it, let's just handle it. This one is your length DF or your length DF or your length BD or your length AC, whatever you want to call it. It will essentially be the shorter diagonal And by looking at this, your shorter diagonal is essentially nothing but root 3 times the side of the regular hexagon. So